Todd lived in Canada, in a little town where the winters seemed to last forever, and the snow blanketed everything in sight. The air was crisp, and the world outside her window sparkled with icy magic. Her eyes were always full of wonder, shining with curiosity about the world beyond her doorstep. She loved stories of magic and adventure, tales where anything was possible and every page promised a new discovery. Most evenings, you'd find her curled up by the fireplace, wrapped in a soft blanket, her nose buried in a book as the fire crackled nearby. Her imagination soared with dreams of castles, dragons, and secret gardens. She would spend hours drawing her own magical worlds, filling pages with colorful castles and friendly dragons. But this year, she longed for something new. A white Christmas, just like the ones in her favorite stories. She'd just moved to a town where winter was everything, where snow was more than just a word. It was a way of life. People talked about snow, skiing, skating, and building snowmen. The whole town seemed to come alive with winter fun and laughter. Kate listened to their stories, her heart brimming with excitement and hope for her own snowy adventures. She'd never seen real snow before and peppered her parents with questions. What did it feel like? How cold was it? Could you really catch snowflakes on your tongue? Every morning she'd rush to the window, hoping for a snowy surprise, her breath fogging up the glass as she searched for the first sign of falling flakes. Not today, she'd whisper to her teddy bear Barnaby, but she never lost hope, believing that magic could happen at any moment. Waiting made the idea of snow even more magical, as if each day without it was just adding to the wonder that would come. She drew snowy scenes and listened to her parents' stories of snowball fights and snow angels, imagining herself in every tale. Her dad described each snowflake as a tiny, perfect work of art, no two ever the same, each one a little miracle from the sky. Her mom spoke of hot chocolate after playing in the cold, the sweet warmth melting away the winter chill. Kate could almost feel the chill on her cheeks and taste the cocoa on her tongue, her imagination painting every detail. She was ready for her own snow story to begin, dreaming of the day she'd step outside into a world transformed by winter's magic. One chilly morning, Kate woke to a world transformed, her room filled with a soft, silvery light she'd never seen before. Outside her window, everything was covered in a soft, glowing white blanket, as if the earth had been tucked in overnight. She pressed her nose to the cold glass, mesmerized by the gentle flakes drifting down, each one unique and sparkling in the morning sun. The world outside was silent, magical, and completely new, like a storybook come to life. "It's snowing!" Kate shouted, her voice echoing through the house as she raced downstairs, her heart pounding with excitement. Her parents smiled at her joy, knowing this was her special day, the day she'd been waiting for since autumn's first chill. "Can I go out?" she begged, bouncing with excitement, barely able to stand still as she waited for their answer. "Of course," her mom said with a laugh, "but you need to bundle up first. The snow is cold, and you'll want to stay warm." Kate dressed in layers, leggings, a cozy sweater, puffy snow pants, thick boots, a woolly hat, scarf, and mittens, each piece adding to her excitement. She felt like a marshmallow, squishy and round, but she didn't care one bit. This was her official Snow Explorer uniform, perfect for any adventure the day might bring. With a final wiggle and a deep breath, she was finally ready. She stood by the back door, hand on the knob, heart pounding with anticipation and wonder. The snow outside seemed to call her name, sparkling and inviting, promising endless possibilities. She took a deep breath, feeling the cool air on her face, ready for her very first snowy adventure. The world outside waited for her, sparkling, untouched, and full of secrets to discover. Today, she would finally meet the snow, feel it crunch beneath her boots, and make memories she'd never forget. Her story was about to begin, and the world was hers to explore. Kate opened the door, greeted by a rush of cold air that tingled on her cheeks and filled her lungs with crisp freshness. For a moment, she stood in the doorway, taking in the dazzling white world before her, the silence broken only by the soft whisper of wind. The backyard was a perfect, untouched canvas, blank and inviting, waiting for a story to be written across its surface. She hesitated, savoring the moment, then stepped into the snow, crunch. The sound echoed in the stillness, a small but bold announcement of her presence. Her boot left the first mark in the pristine white, a single footprint breaking the smooth surface. She smiled, taking more steps, each one leaving a trail of footprints behind her, a path of discovery winding through the snow. The cold nipped at her nose, but she felt alive, part of this magical day, her heart light with excitement. With a sudden burst of energy, she jumped, landing in deep snow, giggling as powder flew around her in sparkling clouds. It was softer than she'd imagined, like feathers or the fluffiest pillow, cool and gentle beneath her fingers. She fell back, arms and legs spread wide, making her very first snow angel, just as she'd always dreamed. Snowflakes landed on her face, melting like tiny kisses, cool and fleeting, making her laugh with delight. She remembered her dad's stories of snowy winters and moved her arms and legs, shaping the angel with careful, sweeping motions. Carefully she stood and admired her creation, a perfect snow angel, delicate and bright against the white expanse. She'd made magic in the snow, her laughter echoing in the frosty air, feeling a sense of wonder she hadn't known before. The backyard was now her playground, transformed by her footsteps and imagination into a place of adventure. Every step, every mark was a new discovery, a memory in the making, each one unique and full of promise. The world felt full of endless possibilities, the snow stretching out before her like a blank page waiting to be filled. Kate's heart soared with joy, her spirit lifted by the beauty and freedom of this winter morning. Her snowy adventure had truly begun, and she knew this was just the first of many magical days to come.
Know you've been a good friend.
After a flurry of snow angels, Kate decided to build a snowman. She packed snow into a ball, rolling it until it grew huge. It took all her strength to push it across the yard. She made a medium ball for the middle, then a small one for the head. Stacking them was tricky, but she managed. She ran inside for a carrot, stones, and pebbles. Carefully, she gave her snowman a face and a big, happy smile. 2 sticks became arms. He looked friendly and kind. "Hello," she whispered. "I'm Kate." The snowman seemed to smile back. It was a magical Christmas moment. As afternoon faded, the sky changed. Sunlight broke through, making the snow sparkle like diamonds. Kate paused, awestruck by the glittering world. She lay in the snow, studying the unique shapes of snowflakes. Each one was a tiny masterpiece. The sunset painted the sky in pinks and purples, reflecting off the snow. Shadows stretched across the yard, turning everything magical. Kate sat beside her snowman, watching the colors shift. The world was quiet, peaceful, and full of wonder. The porch light glowed, and Christmas tree lights twinkled inside. The mix of warm and cool light felt cozy and safe. Her first snowy day was more magical than she'd ever dreamed. Her heart brimmed with holiday spirit. Kate's mom called her in for hot chocolate. She gave her snowman a final pat. "I'll be back tomorrow," she promised. Inside, warmth wrapped around her like a hug. She sipped cocoa, marshmallows melting sweetly. Kate told her parents about her snowy adventures, footprints, angels, her snowman, the sparkling sunset. Her parents listened, smiling at her joy. This was a memory she'd keep forever. Later, tucked in bed, she dreamed of snowflakes and new adventures. More snow was coming, the forecast said. There would be more footprints, more snowmen, maybe even sledding. Christmas was near, and the world was a white playground. Kate drifted to sleep, dreaming of magical winter days ahead.